friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for just a little while. Wherever you guys are at, whatever you're doing, I hope you're loving whoever you're with, you're loving yourself, and you're thriving, baby, because that's what it's all about, living that American dream. Guys, today we are talking about a movie from 1988. It's based on the true experiences of Mr. Wade Davis. This is called The Serpent and the Rainbow, directed by Mr. Wes Craven. You know the drill, guys. Before we get into this, hit that like and subscribe button for me. This stars Bill Pullman. It's got, I hope I say this guy's name right, Zakes Mokai. And it's got Paul Winfield in it. Like, I love Paul Winfield. I didn't realize that he had passed away back in 2004. But, man, it's got some really good talent in it. Bill Pullman, this is basically the experiences based on true story, like I said, of Wade Davis. These are the experiences of Mr. Davis. I'm guessing embellished. But, he goes into Haiti. He goes into kind of the seedy underworld of voodoo and witchcraft and zombification and things like that. And that's really what this movie's all about, is a reporter. There's some powder that is allegedly brings people back from the dead. This reporter goes there and he winds up, discovering these secrets and these voodoo rituals and things like that. And he has nightmares, and it's just, and it's directed by Wes Craven. So he has, there's a lot of really good kind of spooky imagery. There's a lot of good horror imagery. There's not, a ton of gore or anything like that, but there is a lot of unsettling. That's a good word for it. Unsettling imagery. I thought Bill Pullman was pretty good in this. I enjoyed his performance. Just Bill Pullman, to me, he's almost like Randy Quaid. Like, he's just kind of always himself. To me, he's always going to be the president from Independence Day, no matter what he's in. Wasn't he in like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs or something, or he was in some kind of Western, and he was still just the president from Independence Day. So Bill Pullman doesn't really have a lot of range as far as I'm concerned. But in this, he's good. He plays the terrified, I've gotten myself into some deep caca reporter very well. He does good. Zakes Mokai, he's kind of the, I guess, he's one of the voodoo, like, priests, high people kind of thing, I believe. I may be switching him and Winfield's characters up. Excuse me. But overall, this is a fantastic movie. It's a classic. It's considered a classic by a lot of people. I've only seen it twice, and I own it on DVD, but I decided to stream it over on Prime. That's where you can find it streaming if you're interested in that. But I own it, and I've only seen it twice. This is my second time ever seeing it. And the first time, I think I saw it when I was a young adult, a strapping young lad, if you will, and it didn't really, I guess, connect with me then. And I hate to say it, but it didn't really connect with me now. I think this is one of Wes Craven's weaker films, compared to things like Scream and, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street and things like that. I think that this is one of Wes Craven's not so great films, even though I know it kind of has a cult following because people are always talking about it. It's been in Fangoria's top 100 horror movies you've never heard of but need to see, or something like that. And, so people hold it in high regard. I just don't. I don't care for it. And it'll probably be, many years, if ever, before I check it out again, because it just wasn't that good to me. I think that there probably could have been a little better storytelling. It could have focused a little more on the supernatural instead of the more realistic aspects. And I know it has a lot of supernatural elements in it, but it doesn't just suck you in, you know what I mean? It doesn't haunt you like it should. It's kind of almost like, I don't want to say documentary-esque, but it focuses more on the practical applications of zombification, I guess, of bringing someone back from the dead with this mystical powder, than it does the supernatural connotations and the voodoo and all that stuff. It's almost like trying to debunk the supernatural. Kind of like that. But in the process, we get, night terrors that, Wes Craven is able to craft immaculately with his special effects team and, make them harrowing. And so that's cool. I got to give him credit for that. But overall, I just think that The Serpent and the Rainbow is on the weaker spectrum of Wes Craven's filmography, and I just didn't care for it as much as other people did, or do, I should say. So that's it for The Serpent and the Rainbow, guys. Thanks so much for hanging around and talking with me, about it for a little while. And, before you hit the road, hit that like and subscribe button for me, guys. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them, guys. Peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.